Right, I'm just resting on a fence at the moment. Get my breath back after coming up an incline from the old Foxen house. Usually I go up there or come down. Usually I go up there or come down there to get up onto the top of the hills. But I'm going round. Yeah, I'm going round them today. Going up and round, following the contours, following the feather. First did this walk probably 16 years ago. I'm just taking my time now. It's a good day to do it, actually. It's a really good day to do it. I mean, I was going to carry a stick. I might have to find a stick when we have to go downhill to help stabilise me. But I didn't really want to carry anything. Oh, it's beautiful, though, this little area. It's quiet. I've seen deer here before. We go past a couple of little cottages, and when we get up further up around there, there's some little cottages. This is also the Greenway path that you pick up along here. It's called the Greenway. There's another sign for it there, so you know which way you're going up there. But there's lots of old droves. So see this one here. Farms down there would be able to come up through here, and people who live local will know this. I've never walked down there, by the way. I haven't explored that. Because when you're out here, you just have to fit in what you can. Because you're not close by from home. You're not up in another part of the country, but you can't just nip out and think, oh, I think I'll do that. So, we just... Quantock Greenway and the Coleridge feather. Of course, I'm a bit laboured because I've had this heavy cold, but I do believe in even if you've got a cold, walk. Just seen somebody. I don't know if they're coming this way. I don't want to give them my flu though. I've got flu, just warn you. Come out for some air. Oh. Yeah, I don't believe in lying in bed. Well, it might be COVID. I mean, who knows what you've got? I'm keeping to myself, that's why I'm out. I need the air. But I can't go fast because I can't breathe. There's somebody coming. I'll let her go past. I don't want to give her anything. So I'm just turning off a minute and then have a little rest by a tree. I've had to take my coat off, my scarf, hat and gloves, and tie my hair up because it's been that warm, but since then it's moving away though. Massive cloud just going inland. Look at here, the leaves are still. I've had to have a few breaks. There's only undulating hills, not massive, but I've had to get my breath back because I have had a really nasty cold. The chest is loosening up and getting rid of all the muck and everything. I might be doing a slight plan B in a minute because there is this track I've always wanted to do. But it means I won't be able to carry on around the Coleridge walk and go up to the plantations area. That's plan A. I might still do it, I haven't decided properly. But because I'm not feeling 95%, maybe not even 90%, I'm not really well, really. But I see the walk as being very therapeutic. And I'm out in the air. I nearly fell then. I do get giddy sometimes. Yeah, a young couple asked me if I was right earlier. I said, yeah, so I'm just tying my hair up. I'm staggering along, see. It's so important for me to get out today because the rest of the week, it's rain. And you can't be out here not without all the gear. And I forgot to bring the waterproof trousers. I can't believe it. They usually always kept in my rucksack, but I had to use them last week. Then I had to dry them out. And I forgot to put them back in. Silly me, I usually always do. So, and I would look round and thought, is there anything else? Is there anything else I need? And I haven't got a spare pair in the car. Because normally I've got 3 pairs. And one should always be kept in the car. Anyway, not to worry. Like I said, I am struggling a bit. Yeah, a bit wheezy. Got strong legs though. Feet seem to be doing right. I'm just plodding along. This is one of the reasons I don't walk with people. Because I am not a fit person exactly. I'm sort of fit, but I'm not. Because of my breathing. And I cannot keep up with people. And I can't even try to. And I have to stop a lot. Get my breath. So much for smoking in the past, eh? Fuck your lungs up, everyone. I didn't fuck mine up till I was in my 60s, so though you might feel safe smoking your head off in your 30s and 40s and 50s, it's going to get you. The damage is done early. And once your alveoli have been popped, you don't get them back. You have reduced lung function. It's a bit like COPD in a way, but with the asthma, it's more like a spasm. So you've got the alveoli, but they won't open. That's the difference. Whereas with COPD, they've been popped. The little air sacs have been popped. But I'd rather be out here than sat in the box, which is fine, my den. I do a lot of tree work. And it's cosy. It's cosy. Oh, let's get your breath back. Over there you've got East Quantock Head, Hinkley Point over there, Kilf, and where all the fossils are on the beaches there. Bristol Channel, Steep Home I can see. Wells right in the distance. WALES. Might sound familiar, but I haven't actually walked this way for a long time. So it's a slightly... I've done it the other way around. And this is the Coleridge Walk. The Coleridge Way. And it's a long way because it takes you in and out of the contours. Most of the time, most people just go on the top. It's from A to B, straight. Okay, so when you're doing it this way, it's not. I'm sure there was a path down there once we used to follow as well. Sure there was. Deer know it. There's a deer trail there that they know. Right, onwards. Right. Over and out for a minute. Lost a few bikers. I've decided I've always wanted to do the track further up on the top there. I've been on the one right on the top. But there's one that goes halfway that I've always... I think it's above Smith's Combe. This is Smith's Combe coming up. So I've got to find my way by those trees onto a track up there somewhere. That's plan A. Now I've got to go downhill, I've got to be careful. Some big clouds coming over and a slight wind. But I've had to even take my coat off now. I've been so hot. You wouldn't believe this was November, you know. But of course I can always put it all back on again, that's the thing. There's Smith's Coombe, there's the big pine trees over there, look. But I want to go above Smith's Coombe. I'm sure there's a track, as long as it's not overgrown, I could get on it. I've always wanted to do it. I've seen it when I've been in, when I've walked over this side, I've looked over and seen that track. And I've often wanted to do it. Right, we've got to go, be very careful going down the steep side of the hill now, because it's very stony and you can slip on stones. They give grip as well, but now when I was here a couple of months ago, the streams are very, very dry. And we still really haven't had what I call that much rain. But it'd be interesting when we get to the bridge down here, if there's any water under it, because there wasn't in the summer. It was bone dry. So this is Sheila on the 8th of November 2025. Taking you on an autumn walk. I walk all seasons on the hills. Taking note of the trees, plants, animals, streams, different plants and animals that come out at different times of year. And like I said, the last time I was here, which would have been around about the end of summerish, the stream was absolutely dry. All you could see, oh look, there's even a ladybird there. Look. Where is it? There's a ladybird. In November. Last time I was here, I was walking up this way though, don't forget. I was doing it in reverse. Yeah, the stream's course was carved out of the land down here, but dry. You could see where it normally swirled around the bend and all that. Yeah, I can get surprising what I'm just changing subject. You can surprising what I can get in this bag. I mean, I've got a spare pair of trousers in there. I put my bum bag on the outside now. So it takes the weight off a bit. Makes a bit of room for my coat. Still an autumn coat, of course. Could have done with an even lighter one today. There's a bridge down there. Bridges. I can see a bit of, well, there's always a bit of water in one of them, a deep area. I've got to go up by those trees and try and pick up a path. That's plan A. I'm not walking right the way round to Weecombe now. I've decided I'm doing all right like this. I can try and explore a path I've always wanted to do. And I can head for Beacon Hill area and then picking on a post and then back down for Shepherd's Coombe, Hodder's Coombe, you know, and had quite a good walk without overdoing it, you know, being a bit sensible because of my condition at the moment. I don't want to make my heart suffer too much. It's having to cope. I've got an ECG next week. They wanted to listen to all that. I haven't done that one for ages. Yeah, it looks dry still. Look, looks dry. Yeah, I thought about walking right the way round, but I've thought no, there's no need to do it today. We can explore that other track. So anyway, here's a sign, Holford, where we've come from. There, that's Holford. If you want to join the A39 to East Quantock Head, go that way. Back to Holford that way. The bridges, the stream, bone dry. Nothing in there. Look, this is November. The little bits of water. So I expect as soon as any water comes, the trees and the other life suck it all up as quickly as possible. See, a little bit of water there for that tree. He's got a big drink. And then, of course, you've always got this boggy bit here. But it's not as dry as it was, but it's still not very full, is it? This is Quantock Hills. Of course, I'll get a good sense when I go down through Hodder's Combe at the end of the walk, how the state of the... Because we have had some storms, but not necessarily lots of rain. You know? And that big tree there, I remember there's no water by him. No water. You're getting a bit, aren't you? You've got your roots right down in the water, I can see. Oh, I suppose I've got to do another little hill now. Yeah, be a bit of hill. I've always struggled on hills, mind. I don't like hills. I make myself do them because I know they're good for you. Yeah, so the stream's carved out of the landscape here. Look, normally swirling around here when it's busy. Gushing along here. That tree's had enough, he's given up the ghost. Look, dried out. Totally dehydrated. Stretching their roots as much as they can. Just a little bit of water. Right, over and out for a minute, folks, while I climb another hill.